Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Tonight, we'll see the San Antonio Spurs as they play against the Dallas Mavericks at the American Airlines Center. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan with me tonight. Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And Allie LaForce is reporting on the sideline. And here's a look at some numbers for him.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. In the post, it'll be Sochan with Wembanyama. Harper is out there with Fox, and it's Porter in at the 3. And for the Mavericks, the 4 and 5, it's Davis and Lively. Kyrie Irving is out there with Smith, and it's DeRozan in at the 3. Stan, we expect to see a lot of action inside tonight. Both of these teams have powerhouse front courts.
Yeah, Kevin, it could get very, very physical down low. You're right about that. It is size versus size. They're going to be fighting for position, fighting for every rebound, Kevin. It's kind of like an old school energy to this matchup. Well, you must take Fox seriously from range because he won't question these looks.
Let's send it over to Allie for a report on NP.
This is a highly anticipated matchup between two MVP hopefuls, and NP knows they've got their hands full with Wembanyama. He told me, quote, "The things he does at his size are unbelievable. You guys have watched him. Everyone knows that Victor is a problem."
He is, although NP presents his share of problems as well. And we thank you for that report.
And Davis shoots a high percentage because he's so adept at playing to his strengths.
Fox passes to Harper. And here's Porter. Now Wembanyama. Lively defending. Outside Harper. Shot clock at 6. And Harper slams it in.
Well, that's what they want to see. It's so important for Wembanyama to be on the same page with his teammates.
Smith against Harper. Right side, DeRozan. Fires from deep. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 3 assists in the game. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Out left to the wing. And that one's good. Wembanyama.
Well, he's not the thickest guy, but Wembanyama can bully his way inside when he needs to.
Inside, Lively plays it up and banks it in.
Well, this offense is off to an outstanding start. They're communicating, executing, and finding great shots.
Now, here's Harper. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easily.
San Antonio shooting their first free throw of the game.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
The Mavericks have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Here's Smith. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Yeah, it's a good start for him. Let's see if they can keep getting him the ball in that area.
They now take the lead. Harper's got 8 points. Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against the Magic. Here's Smith. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Boy, do they look sharp. I mean, everything falling for them.
San Antonio's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Outside Porter from outside the arc. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper.
Well, that's his game. Porter Jr. is a knockdown shooter off the catch.
Stan, Michael Porter Jr. is a crucial piece to this offense.
Oh, he absolutely is, Kevin. First of all, we know that shooting provides space for other people to operate, and he certainly does that. But Michael Porter Jr. is also a very timely cutter and gets his share of easy buckets.
And here is Davis, following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Smith surveying the D. Davis with a screen on Fox. 5 on the clock. And there's Davis. That's good on the assist by Smith. Davis has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And phenomenal movement in that pick and roll. Davis has a sense for where to move after setting that screen.
To the paint, here's Wembanyama. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Jason Kidd and I were able to chat. Wemby came up, and Coach emphasized the importance of taking a charge and digging in when his players can't. He said Wemby is counting on you to be movable. If your feet are set, you may alter his course. Don't change yours. If they can stand up to this tall task, they might just curb Wemby's advantage out there. Back over to you guys.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Now here is Davis, following the missed shot by De'Aaron Fox.
And for his position, Davis, a solid distributor. He's one of the league's most unique players.
Spurs trail by 6. Outside Harper. In the corner, Sochan with it. Floats it up for Wembanyama. Porter dishes to Fox. Pass to Harper. Just 5 to shoot. And a wide open look for Porter. That falls. Nice speed that time from Harper.
And a smooth shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excelled.
Another possession, another assist.
And he has put forth one of the greatest passing seasons I have ever witnessed.
You and me both. Game after game, he's carried the team with this playmaking and has a chance to catch up to the 3rd spot for most assists in a year.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Smith outside. There's the triple. Knocks down the 3 ball. Smith's got 10.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. A different look for Dallas. Gordon's check in for Derek Lively. Flag comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Hardy in for Irving. Austin Reeves is checked in for San Antonio. Stephon Castle comes in for Fox. Here's Reeves. 9 points last game out. Over flag. Reeves can't hit.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
3-pointer. Another 3 for Dallas.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
Spurs trail by 10. Here's Castle.
Oh, my goodness. Now that's how you finish with authority. Show them how it's done, young fella. Stephon Castle is a problem.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Down low, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Yeah, incredible play on both ends of the floor. There may be too big of a gap here.
Now Harper. He's got 10. Pass to Castle. Here's Sochan. No good on the 3. Mavericks leading by 10. To the middle. Here's Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Harper, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And that one's good. Hardy.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
We've got 1:48 left in the first. Here's Castle. Last game we saw him score 14. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
He just pops up and puts it in. Wembanyama really is that tall.
Smith against Harper. Fades. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And that's 15 points for Smith.
And he continues to shoot a perfect percentage. Clearly a big reason why they're up right now.
Pass to Harper. Fires the three. And Stephon Castle is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Mavericks making a switch here. Gafford's checked in. San Antonio also making some changes. Johnson comes in for Sochan. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Harper. To the inside. Here's Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Well, Aaron Gordon able to use all his athleticism on that one.
50 seconds left in the first quarter. Fox kicks to Johnson. Wembanyama sets a screen for Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Fox, no good. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They beat the Spurs during their last encounter in San Antonio.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
Yeah, give credit to those guys for playing with such aggressiveness. It makes a huge difference when you get that kind of boost from your second unit.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Mavericks lead by 18. We're back after this from American Airlines Center. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming. And another assist for him.
And every game, the assist totals get higher and higher. Exceptional playmaking from him all year long.
And he is now even for third most assists in a single NBA season. What a year he's had. Good work there as it goes.
And give Fox credit. The D was present, but he just beats them with better offense.
For the screen on Castle. Lobbed up and another assist.
Up he climbs on that historic ladder. The assists are endless with him.
His great performance all year is now the third highest assist total ever in a single NBA season. This is incredible stuff. Irving against Fox. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. Drops in the breakaway layup. Irving's got 8 points.
The blinding quickness of Irving. So fun watching him turn on the Jets in the open court.
Irving against Fox. And the rejection by Gafford. Inside. And Flagg with the basket on the assist by Smith. Flagg's got 5 points now this quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pass to Johnson. Corner shot. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Here's Gordon. Out to Smith. Here's the three. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Here's Fox. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
No swiping it from Fox. Look at those handles. Plus, he finishes it off.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks. Well, Champ in their last matchup against the Spurs was all business. He scored 45 points, and he did everything else he could have wanted as well, ending with a triple-double. Putting in a performance like that one really builds momentum in your direction. We'll see how far he rides that wave tonight, guys.
Great stuff, Allie. Greg, it was obvious he was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
San Antonio calls timeout. On the Mavericks with some changes. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. And it's DeRozan in for Gordon. Wembanyama, he's checked in for the Spurs. Michael Porter comes in for Austin Reeves. Outside, Fox. Shot clock at 5. Kicks it out to Johnson from downtown. And Lively pulls it down.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
That one goes. Count it. DeRozan's got 5 points so far.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Back to Fox. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And the Mavericks with possession. They're on a 16-4 run right now. And the speed of De'Aaron Fox. Wow. He gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
Pass to Castle. Outside, Porter. Wembanyama, a screen on DeRozan. Porter, no luck.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last 3-ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Back to Smith. Dallas moving the ball around. On the wing, Irving. Another 3 for Dallas.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
For San Antonio, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Gasol against Smith. Outside, Fox. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
3 points.
Fox has got 7 now in this quarter.
Tit for tat. Fox answering back with a 3 of his own.
Back to Smith. Outside DeRozan. The 3. And the Mavericks another 3.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
The Spurs have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Pass to Johnson. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
And those are the games you need as a squad. Proving to yourself you can go win in a hostile environment.
Here's Fox. It's deflected. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Flag. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Flag's got 7 points.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Johnson outside. Wembanyama sets a screen for Johnson. Trains the 3-pointer.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Lively a screen on Castle. Down low. Lively, that's good. 8 points for Derek Lively.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Outside, Porter. Pass to Castle. A 3-ball. And it's Flag with the rebound. Castle against Smith. Now here's DeRozan. And the layup is good. 10 points for him.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Johnson outside. Porter with the screen for Johnson. Off target from outside.
You can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
They set the pick. Here's Smith. And another basket for Dallas. And Greg, the way the floor is spaced now, how much would you enjoy playing in this current environment?
I'm lacing up my kicks as you say that. It would have been a lot of fun. But not only do you have more room to operate, defenders practically, they can't touch it.
And the basket by Castle.
A 6'6" Castle is a strong finisher inside.
1:31 left to play in the first half. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at the Spurs. They still have a firm hold on that second spot. Strong place to be.
And you know, for the Mavericks, they've simply been on fire lately, ripping off 5 straight wins to help maintain that #1 spot. And with each additional victory, they're becoming more and more confident.
Smith outside, takes the 3. Good. He's now got 10 of 10 from the field.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
And San Antonio shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Harper, no good.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Pass the flag. Another 3 for Dallas.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Outside, Fox. Here's Sochan. Wembanyama, a screen on Davis. And it's Sochan missing. 1 second separating the shot clock in game. And again, another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Davis against Fox. Wembanyama, a screen on Davis. Here's Fox. San Antonio again missing. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Please bring your attention to center court. And get ready.
Hello, everybody. Before we dig into the game at hand, let's first catch you up on the trades happening around the NBA. 4-player trade, and from what we've heard, not an easy negotiation. Fellas, who are you liking the most in this one?
Adding a top player still with upside is an accomplishment. Porter Jr. with great length, skill, and we know he can shoot it.
For him, it's been about health. When he's feeling good, he can take your offense to a whole nother level, Shaq.
Yeah, but can he stay healthy?
And now, how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Mavericks.
This is a finely tuned offense. They're pushing the action while staying disciplined.
Yeah, their scores are in the right places, taking smart shots. The other side, not so much.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
There wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Champ.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Well, he's already put in a full day's work. They might want to lighten the load on him in the second half.
It's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Dallas. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Getting underway now in the second half. And here's the 5 for Mitch Johnson. In the post, it'll be Sochan with Wembanyama. Fox is out there with Harper. And it's Porter in at the 3. Irving's gotten everything to go for him. 5 attempts, 5 makes. Outside Porter, the 3. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's DeRozan. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. DeRozan's got 12 in the game.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Fox has gone 4 of 11 tonight. DeRozan in the corner. Smith outside. Back to DeRozan. The tray. And another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
And from season to season, Coach, DeMar DeRozan remains incredibly consistent.
Yeah, look, he's consistent because he's extremely professional. This guy's always in shape, always ready to play. He knows what his game is, and he plays to that game. Something of a throwback because his game's built on the mid-range shooting, but everybody could use a DeMar DeRozan on their team.
The first one falls.
Well, you know what I like about De'Aaron Fox is the urgency he plays with. He's always pushing the tempo and raising the energy level out there.
Fox hits them both. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Smith outside. Pass to DeRozan. Back to Smith. Just 5 on the clock. The wide open look here for DeRozan. And the 3 off target.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Harper wide open. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Fox has got 4 assists in the game. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And now, Allie Lepore says something for us from the sideline.
Hey, Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 prospect in his high school class, and he said, growing up, basketball was easy for me. It was like, say, going up an elevator. But after my injuries, it's like climbing the stairs. It's like I'm walking in my purpose through this, more than if everything had just been smooth. Guys?
Thank you, Allie. Wembanyama passes to Sochan. Beyond the arc. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
They've had a quiet start to this half, hitting just 1 of their first 4 attempts.
And here's Smith. He's got 26. And another assist for him.
25 assists. What an unselfish performance.
He has been a sensational playmaker. Fox feeling it out a bit. Pass to Wembanyama. Back to Fox. And that one drops for him. Fox has got 4 points now in the quarter.
What a great performance from Fox. Scoring well, shouldering the offensive load.
DeRozan for 3. Another possession, another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. And Davis sends it back.
Come on, man. You gotta bring it harder than that when AD is meeting you at the rim.
Wembanyama against Smith. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's DeRozan. The rebound by the Spurs. Here's Harper. He's off on that one. Nice D from DeRozan. Smith against Porter. Smith outside. Davis with a screen on Porter. to the middle. Dallas moving the ball around. Pulls it up. And it's Harper with the rebound. San Antonio's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Porter, no luck. Dallas with the ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Harper against Smith. Pass to Irving. Takes a three. And again, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Wembanyama down low. Lively defending. And that one's good. Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 8 points.
Well, if Wembanyama is hitting that, I don't know what you do defensively. He has the length to shoot right over the top.
Smith with it. 26 points for him. Pass to Davis. And another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Dallas.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And all game long, they've worked the ball inside. It's really worked well for them offensively.
Free throw good, Davis.
And when healthy, Davis remains an absolute force in this league on both sides of the ball.
Spurs have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Wembanyama passes to Fox. Shoots over Hardy. Fox, no good. The Mavericks have gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. Pass to Hardy. Smith outside. Over Harper. Nice shot by Smith. Smith's got 28.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, this is how you shut the door, right? You keep making good shots and you build the lead.
Castle on the wing. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Here's Davis. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Davis has got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, the added muscle Davis has put on, helping him on these tough finishes, flexing on him there.
In the corner, Sochan with it. Wembanyama, a screen. Sochan finds Fox. And here is Harper to end the run. He doesn't hit that one. Good work defensively by Smith. Puts up a three. Connects from three-point range. Smith's got 31.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
1:36 left in the third quarter. Launches it. And the Mavericks another three.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Wembanyama against Davis. Fox from outside. It's rebounded by Dallas. Davis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Smith on the wing. He's guarded by Harper. Fires for three. And another three from Smith. Smith's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Pass to Castle. That falls. Nice speed that time from Harper. Harper's got 3 assists in the game. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Mavericks ahead, delivering the blowout. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great pass.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. They've got Dante DiVincenzo, Aaron Gordon out there with Daniel Gafford. Then it's Johnson, and it's Juzang in at the small forward.
Well, you got to get out on that. Wembanyama certainly has the touch from three-point range.
To the paint, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Well, when Gordon's team makes it this easy for him, of course he's going to throw it down hard.
Pass to Reeves. Now Castle. Wembanyama sets a screen for Castle. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Wembanyama has got 5 points now this quarter. Now Gordon. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Well, contested or not, I like it when Aaron Gordon is around the basket.
Wembanyama outside. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
Well, he knew he had the size advantage to dominate the defense there. Go right at him.
On the wing, Gordon. And with all the talk about load management, coach, and player participation, what about getting rid of players fouling out?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of getting rid of players fouling out. I do like the idea, and I think Scott Skiles was the one who brought it up, Kevin, of taking like the offensive foul and just having that be a turnover, like the illegal screen or a charge, and not charge that as a personal foul, where honestly you end up being punished double.
Wembanyama sets a screen for Reeves.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Back to Gordon. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Gordon's got 6 points in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Porter. Kicks it out to Johnson. DiVincenzo against Castle. San Antonio again missing. Mavericks have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Johnson surveying the floor. That shot off.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
And so it's Dallas with it. Gordon finds DiVincenzo. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. A shot by Johnson, no good. The Spurs have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Here's Reeves. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And what you like about Reeves, he is fearless.
DiVincenzo passes to Gafford. Pass to Johnson. Gordon with the screen for Johnson. Another miss by Johnson.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Castle. Here is Porter, defended by Gordon. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Well, getting a bump on Porter, it's a common strategy defensively, but he knows that, and he's ready for it.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by DiVincenzo.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for the Mavericks. San Antonio also making some changes. Jeremy Sohan's checked in for Wembanyama. Harper comes in for Austin Reeves. And it's Fox in for Johnson. Fox passes to Sochan. Here's Porter. That one falls. Porter's got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
DeRozan against Castle. And stolen by Castle. In transition, here come the Spurs. Stops, pops, and another basket for San Antonio.
Well, Fox is selective with his mid-range shots, but if he likes the look, he's gonna take it.
Johnson outside. And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
And Fox gets it to go.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
For the screen on Castle. DeRozan for three. Rebound San Antonio. Here's Harper. Pass to Castle. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Gordon finds DiVincenzo. Lob pass to Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Sochan, the pass to Porter. And Fox has it in the corner. Outside Harper. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, that's his first three here in the second half. Gotta think he'd like a few more of those.
Now here's DiVincenzo. And here's DeRozan. 5 to shoot. Here's Johnson. Rebound by Sochan.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a coach.
Pass to DiVincenzo. DeRozan with a screen for DiVincenzo. DeRozan on the wing. Castle covering. Count it. DeRozan's got 26 points.
Well, look, DeRozan, for his size, an excellent ball handler. Able to create his own look.
Outside, Porter to the left side wing. Pass to Castle. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. Harper's got his 4th assist in this one. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket is, I'm fine with that.
Porter, no luck.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often. And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Mavericks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Smith.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Sochan, it doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Gafford. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
DeRozan with it. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
Good game,